I'm going to digitize some coastal art. I've got a full-size paper copy to trace out. I'm using Logic Trace 2018, and the first command I've selected is the circle command. This is the outer perimeter of the whole plaque. I'll be tracing out all the internal parts in that outer circle. I also use a red pencil to mark off where I've started my tracing and what I've traced. A pretty well selected combination for all my tracing methods for this project. The combination selection is powerful because it gives you a selection of line, arc, tracing, or curve. You can select these items as you go along. Also, don't forget there's an edit command. If you do make a mistake, go to the edit command, toggle back to that area you're not happy with, delete it, and retrace it. Getting close here to being finished the tracing, so I'm going to create my final file, the DXF file. I'm going to load that file into Vectric Aspire 11.0, check the vector quality, create the toolpath for the CNC machine, and run it through the simulator to see how it's going to look. I'm going to be using Eastern Cedar, and I'm going to pre-paint my piece before I start the CNC. Shown here, I'm running a 1/4 inch end mill. I'm running about 21,000 RPM and a feed rate of about 50 to 60 inches per minute. The reason I pre-painted my workpiece is because it's difficult to paint after it's done unless you use some sort of a masking. This way, if you pre-paint it, you're machining out the paint and it gets into the wood. And that will show up nice and white. You can also see where I've got those wooden hold downs to hold that piece down to my slave table. These hold downs are wood, so if I hit them it doesn't damage the bit. I've programmed my cut, the machining, that it's cutting down about 3/8 of an inch, so it's nice and deep. It's going to give it a good look. It's kind of nice to work at a finished piece, because it's very colorful to watch. Shown here is the quick cleanup pass. This final pass will just take a hair off the cutting, just to smooth out the cuts. The machining is complete. We're ready to remove the plaque from the slave table. Shown here, I've given the coastal art piece plaque about 3 coats of lacquer. The coastal art plaque looks good.